Going now. Okay.
Oh, I see the recording button.
Yeah. Welcome to the call, guys. So it's team. I just want to tell you that I picked a name for my team, and I'm super excited about it. Moonbeams, obviously, that's super cute too, because I'm a moon. But I picked my word for the year, and it just kind of clicked and went together. And I love what it is. So it's bless others' lives daily. So being bold, we need to bless others too. So that is our team name, and I'm going to stick with it for now on. So we're considered Team Bold, Team Solar, Team Shooting Stars, Peak Team, all of it. So when you're on stage, though, I would say Shooting Stars, just because you get a bigger roar. So, and I want to see every one of you walk stage one day. So yes, go ahead and go, Kristen.
Yay, I love that name. And I really love what it signifies. Not just, of course, the play on words with bold. I love that. But blessing others' lives daily. It's so true. With being bold, we have to get out of our own way and remember that it's not about us, but it is about everybody else. And this is why we're sharing Juice Plus, because it really is about who we can bless every day. And we have to be bold in order to do that. So I absolutely love that name. I think it's lovely how it came. Lovely. I don't ever use that word. I think it's great how that word came to you. And you put it together like that. So Peggy, Virginia, and I were on a call the other day, and I just was like, Virginia, we have got to get you to SSC. Like, she's been a sales coordinator now for a long time, couple of conferences. It's okay. And that's okay. It's been her journey, but it's time. She's got a great team. You guys are amazing. You are absolutely amazing. But I said, we need to get our heads together and we need to rally the troops and we need to figure out how we're going to get Virginia to SSC. She's such a great leader to you guys, and she's such a great friend to me and such a huge part of my team. And really she's one of the first people that when I restarted my business, she's one of the first people that helped reignite my passion for sharing Juice Plus and really got me to kind of dig a little bit deeper into the business and help me understand the business. Virginia is like super crucial to why I'm where I am right now too. And I want to bless her socks off. I want to see her to go big. And we just kind of wanted to get you guys all on a call together to just kind of rally the troops and talk about what Virginia needs and see if you guys are on board and just kind of lay it all out there to see what our next step is, to figure out what we can do to help Virginia get to senior sales coordinator. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pass over to Bree. She's been doing this a lot longer than I have. And I'll just kind of let her share some of her words of wisdom and anything that she has on her heart that she wants to share.
Well, I'm excited, first of all, to be on this call. So thanks you guys for asking me. So selfishly, I'm kind of glad Peggy had something that she couldn't be on here for. Sorry, Peggy, when you watch this recording. But I love, these calls are one of my favorite things ever that I get to do because, I remember what it was like when I was going for senior sales coordinator. And gosh, in some ways that feels like so long ago. And in some ways I literally can picture the day that I was working the last final couple of days of the month. And I just sat at this coffee shop and I can literally remember the sounds around me, the smells, all of that. So it's kind of feels like yesterday at the same time. But I just want to start by saying that Virginia is one of those people, and you guys all being on her team know this about her. But she's one of those people that I truly mean this, Virginia, so you love her. You cannot help but love her when you know her. She just really is one of those people. So I know it's kind of like a saying, to know her is to love her, but it's that was almost made for her because you just can't help it. The second I even saw a picture of her, I remember the first time that Kristen posted it, and I think it was probably her HLP. I should actually go back and look just to see. But I still remember this picture, and I saw her face, and I was like, I want to be her friend. The picture is black and white, and it's you and Shane, and I think your hair's up, or I don't know. It's something do you know what I'm talking about? And I just saw her, and her eyes were so kind that I was like, I'm going to love this girl. Can't wait to meet her. I know she's in Germany, but someday I'm just going to meet her. But I literally just from seeing her picture the first time I felt like I knew we were going to be friends. And you know, you guys all know that about her. Like when you meet her, she's never met a stranger. She cares so much. And so I want you to know that just even as kind of like, I don't know, I was going to say like a little birdie, but that's not really what I want to say. Kind of like, I get to kind of be this little bit of a fly on the wall. Maybe that's the way I want to say it. Like, I get to see Virginia working her business. And because Kristen and Peggy and I are her uplines, we get to hear things that are so awesome about all of you, because she's not only dreaming about her future, and she's not only excited about her future, but she gets to talk about you guys and about how excited she is when another person joins the team, or when another person does their 2000 plus or qualifies their business, and we get to celebrate that in a really fun way. So I think that's kind of what I meant by, I get to be this like little fly on the wall, getting to hear about some of you and about how excited she is about you. There's the picture. Yes. And I was like, we're going to be friends. I just know that I'm going to love her. And then she was even better than I expected when I got to meet her for real. But anyway, so I just like, I love that I get to know about this stuff, and I love that we get to hear, and I'm sure Kristen hears a whole lot more than I get to hear, but I love that I'm getting to know some of you. Some of you I know better than others, but I love that getting to hear her heart for you. I think that's the whole point of what I'm trying to say, is that her heart for you guys, and you probably know this just because, again, Virginia is like, what you see is what you get. She is like, her heart is just out there. And so you probably know all of this, but I want you to know that she says the most amazing things about all of you behind your backs too. So like, just to be like, you know, to say it kind of funny, but for real, like she's excited to watch you guys hit your goals. And that's one of the greatest blessings of this business, is that, you know, I don't know if you've heard anyone say this before, but when you hit your own goals, it's exciting. Like I promised you, when she hits SSC and she walks that stage, she's going to be so dang excited. But can I tell you who's going to be more excited? Me and Peggy and Kristen, because we have known like from pretty early on, like we were just going to see her do this, and we're going to get to see her do the next thing and the next thing. And you know who's also going to be excited? Is every single one of you. I love that Melissa just raised her hand. You guys are going to be so excited because she's giving you permission to go for it. Like her going after her goals totally gives you permission. And I have to share this, like, I'm going to try to say it without crying, but some of you may have heard that me and Peggy and Danette are training on stage at conference. And we just had our call with, and I didn't intend to say any of this, but I just thought of this story and I wanted to pass it along. So, because it's just really like so humbling. So we got off the call with Steve Shapiro today, and we were kind of like planning out like who's going to talk about what and what we're going to say and kind of those sorts of things. And afterward, he just sent us a message in a Voxer chat. So it's the four of us. And he just said, "Thank you so much. I love how connected you are to each other and the freshness you'll bring to the stage. I'm so excited we get to work together." And I was like, "Thanks so much. We're excited. We're looking forward to this." And then Danette like totally got me emotional. And I have a point to this, so go with me for a minute. She said, "We do have a lot of fun together, and I think that's why it works. And that's how we cranked out 6 NMDs in 3 years, along with a whole lot of grit and passion. And I highly respect that Peggy and Bree have not let off the gas. It gives the rest of us permission to just keep doing what they do. And I love that everyone gets to experience their awesomeness at conference. So fun." So the point of why I wanted you to see that is like, Virginia is giving you permission. Kristen is giving you permission. They are giving you permission to go for this. Like if this is what you're excited about, maybe it's that you just want to bring in a couple $100 extra, and that would mean a lot to your family. Maybe it's that you have such a heart for health and nutrition that you're like, I don't care if I ever get paid for it. I'm not doing this for the money. And it doesn't matter why, but it's like, you may not even give a rip about the money. You may not need it, but you might be like, I'm so mission minded because everyone needs to know about this. You know, whatever it is, I want to give you guys permission to just go for it. And I want to give Virginia permission, because when she does this, how it's going to make all of you feel to stand at the bottom of that stage, taking pictures of your leader walking across the stage, it gives you permission to know that you can go after it. So here Danette is, she's almost a 50 club NMD. And it's humbling for me. And part of why I wanted to share that is like, it's so humbling, and I get emotional just thinking about it, that it still matters to her that she sees Peggy and I going for it. Like, what if we were to just be like, oh, well, that's enough. Well, we got what we wanted, and so we don't care about the rest of you. But that's not our heart. In fact, we're more excited about raising up more NMDs and raising up you guys to wherever you want to go, NMD or anything else, because that's more exciting for us to get to watch people shine than it was for us when we got to hit that. And so I know that that's Virginia's heart as well. And I also, something that I say a lot on these calls, and I'm going to say it again because I think it's so valuable. Right now, each of you are just one person that are like a little part of what Virginia is doing. I mean, you're really a large part of it, but I just mean in whatever way you might just be feeling like, well, I'm one person. Like, what can I do? Well, right now you're one person, but you're doing whatever you can, and it's going to grow your business too. It's not like you're just doing this for Virginia, right? So this is going to grow your business, which is going to be awesome. But then someday, this is where I want you to catch the vision of this. Someday, you're going to be doing a call like this for your team, and you're going to have like 5, 10, 15, 20 people, depending on the different levels that you're going for, that are all going to be pulling for you. And they're going to be that one person that's going for this, but that it's also going to bless their business. And that's one of my favorite things about our business is that, you know, Virginia cannot hit any goal that she wants to hit without helping a bunch of you achieve the goals that you want to hit. So it's like, it's a win-win. I don't know why everyone doesn't do it, but I'm kind of glad that it's kind of like the best kept secret, because we get to be choosy about who we choose, about who we pick. And I know that Virginia is so grateful for each of you, to go back to that point. And you guys are all here for a reason, and you were purposed. It's not like she's just going to take anyone that's breathing, right? You don't want everyone that's breathing. She wants to work with the people that she loves to be around. And same with us. And I want to tell you that it's okay to be choosy like that, and to pick the people that you like, that, you know, that make you better, that can be like iron sharpening iron in your life. And Virginia has been that for me. And I just, like, I'm beyond grateful for her friendship and for who she is, and just the integrity that she has as a leader. And I know that you guys learn from her every single day, and all of that same stuff goes for Kristen. So anyway, so I just can't wait. Like, selfishly, I'm like, let's get this done, because I can't wait to be like at the bottom of the stairs, crying my eyes out, screaming my ever-loving head off when I get to watch her walk the stage. But I want you guys to know that this is so fun, and you will always remember how that felt to get to watch her do that. So those were just some of the things that were on my mind today. So Virginia, how are you feeling? So tell us a little bit.
Oh my gosh, you guys both, like, seriously. I'm so blessed to be a part of this. I know it's that big picture, you know. There's so many people on this call that on my team that I would have never, ever imagined just getting to do life with, you know. With the military, you cross paths with so many people, and you want to hold on, and you just want to take them with you every place you go, but you can't. So I am beyond blessed to have this team, so that I can bring people who I love and value and cherish to my team. So I just love you guys a lot. Even if you're not on this call, I love you. I know there's many of you not on this call, but on the bigger team. But I love you guys, and I want this for you guys so much too. Like, I just remember the very first time I walked stage, and it was honestly the weirdest thing. We were in Birmingham, England. What the heck? And Kristen's like, go up there. You did it. I'm like, but it's a whole nother country. It's not the same thing. And I have this picture, and this man just, I kind of like, I guess I pushed my way up to the front of the stage, you know, and this man, the picture is him just like looking back at me like, what is this lady doing? I'm standing on stage because I earned it, right? But, you know, it is just amazing. I did, you know, I think the funnest part is getting the sash, to be real. I think the sash is really fun. But yeah, you know, everybody has their own pace in this business, and I love that, because we're all unique. And there is nothing wrong with how slow or fast you do things, but I am here to celebrate you as you do this along the way. So I just know that each of you can do this. Miss America. Sorry, I need to not read on this side. But no, it's true. I remember I'll just side note. I was nominated for prom queen, my senior year prom. And so there's 8 girls and 8 guys, and you're standing up front, and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to win, but yeah, I'm here. That was the only reason I went to prom, you guys. I went with the shortest little guy who was just my friend, because my husband's gone in the military. Well, we weren't husband and wife at the time, but so I go. I'm the last 2 girls standing there. We're just standing there, and then they're like, blah, 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 and she wins. And I stand there, and I'm like, I'm never going to do that again. I want to be the winner. And I know that I was the winner, because I actually bet the guy that I went with, so I won $20 off of him. But because he said I was going to win. But yeah, it is just the funnest thing. Conference will rock your world whenever you get there. Like, I mean, you know, I get there because I know, honestly, that I love it. It's a girls' weekend twice a year, and I just added one to it. Why not go to Texas too? So I'm super pumped for that. That's Monday. But I just love you guys. I appreciate everything you do for yourselves, for the team, for everyone, for the people that you're impacting every day. I know some of you feel like you're going slow and you're stuck and you really just don't know. You're just hands up in the air, right? You're at that point. That's okay. And I'm here for you no matter what. And it's going to come. You're going to get it. I believe it. I know it. And just keep at it. Keep sharing, and things will fall into place. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to get on this call. And for you.
Hold on. We're not done. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, the practical side of me now has. Can you hear me? Yeah. No. Keep recording. Okay. Well, first of all, laughing, crying. I love all of this. But now the practical side of me has to step in and say, what do we need, Virginia? What do we need to get you to SSC?
A whole lot of volume. A whole lot of volume. That's orders, guys. And not necessarily the one-time single orders, because they're going to look at that as like a push and they're not going to give the promotion. So it's those duos, trios, residual shake orders that keep coming. And on a couple of the lines, we need some team. So I know for Kim, you're not on, but Kim's line, we need a couple new team members under your team too. So Janae and everybody else can help that out, grabbing some new team. Yes, getting everybody on the Omegas, like seriously, the best things. And so under either Melissa or Jesse's line, we also need, I think one. Yeah, one under Melissa's and maybe two under Jesse's line, new team. So that's all going to generate points too. So the volume. Yeah, let's be PDC.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, what Bree is saying is just be a product of the product. Like make sure you're on all the products. Make sure you're shredding. Make sure you're sharing about the shred, getting people excited about that, inviting them to shred with you. Yeah, sponsor as many new people frontline and just get them to hit their HLP. You know, you earn that $100. You pay for your first product, right? By earning that, by getting 3 trios. It's just 3 trios, right? So continuing to share. Virginia and I are going to get just events on the calendar for you guys to invite to. So the biggest thing is just getting people into those events, and then 3-way calls are going to be huge. For those of you that are feeling stuck, get somebody, whether it's your team member or a prospect, on a 3-way connection call with either Virginia or myself, because what that is going to do is it's going to let that person hear a third-party validation from one of us, and it's also going to teach you how we talk to people as well. So it's like it's a win-win. So it's kind of a learning experience for everyone. So 3-way calls. I would love for my calendar to be booked with 3-way calls. I love talking to people. I love it. So I would love for my calendar to be full of, hey, Kristen, I've got this girl. She's a little bit curious about the business or the product. Can you get on a call? Please use me for that. Use Virginia for that. Yes, it is absolutely where the magic happens, you guys. And I didn't realize it until I started using Peggy for them. And I'm like, oh, this is so nice and it's easy. Because I didn't have to say anything. I just let Peggy do the talking, right? And I'm like, this is great. I need to bring everybody to Peggy. So please use us for 3-way calls. That's huge. And if you've got existing teammates too that just maybe they haven't seen the bigger picture. Maybe they're okay with where they're at, but maybe they just don't know what is out there. Again, that's another great 3-way connection call to get us on with one of them or 2 of them, just so that they can see the bigger picture from just a different perspective.
Well, and the funny thing is, part of the magic that happens on these 3-way calls is people will not tell you the same things they will tell your upline. It's like the weirdest thing you've ever seen. But you'll be like, so for instance, I have this girl, Allie, on my team, she got her cousin on a 3-way call with me. Okay, they've been like best buddies and cousins, obviously, like their whole life, right? Their moms or sisters, whatever. At the end of this call, we hang up. I was asking just some simple questions. Her cousin told me things that Allie was like, she's never told me that her whole life. Like, she goes, Bree, she was telling you all these deep things inside of her heart, and I don't even know how you did that. And I was like, I don't know really either, but it was just like the magic of Allie had to let me kind of step in. Same thing, if I have Linda or Jennifer on a call, I mean, within minutes, they're getting people to say things that I was like, I've never gotten them to say that to me. Or I've asked them that question, or maybe I didn't ask it quite like that, but because it's someone that's kind of removed, it's funny how people feel a whole lot safer of like telling them their deep, like emotional things about why they really like want a purpose in their life and all this stuff. And you're sitting there going, why didn't I do this 6 months ago? Like, why didn't I ever talk to Virginia or Kristen? So when they say that, there's so many elements to that of why it works. But it's also that even if you are, let's just pretend that you're like a doctor, and I don't know all of your stories, but let's just say you're a doctor, you've been trained in nutrition, or you're a nutritionist, like you have some credentials behind your name. Even the people that know you as that, they need to hear it from someone else other than you, and they'll believe it more. It's weird. It's weird. Doesn't totally make sense, but I think that's kind of why it's magical, because they have to have that third party validation. But, especially if all of a sudden now you're talking to them about health, but you never went to college, some people are like, oh, well, since when do you know all about nutrition? And they have their little preconceived ideas, but then Virginia or Kristen comes along, and just because they don't really know them, they're going to believe what they have to say a whole lot more. So again, it doesn't always make sense, but it works. And so just put them out, take them up on that and allow them to help you build your team, because that's a huge part of this.
Yes, for sure. There was something else I was going to say too, but I can't remember. But events, 3-way calls. And just keep inviting people. Cuckoo, cuckoo. What time is it? 3 o'clock?
It says it's 2 o'clock. I don't know. It only did it twice. It's really off. Shane takes care of that.
Oh, he'll be home soon.
Yes.
Oh, and I know what I was going to say. Your goals. What I want you guys to do, I want to encourage you guys to, in the next day and a half or whatever, maybe even by tomorrow, we can put a time limit on if we want to. But just write down what your goal is, whether it's a level goal or an income goal, or, hey, I just want to talk to 5 people this month goal. Whatever it is, write down a goal, and then you let Virginia know what that goal is. And then what we'll do is we'll get together and we will do everything we can to help you guys reach your goals. Just like Bree was saying, her goal is not going to happen. Our goals aren't going to happen without us helping you guys hit your goals. So we need to be very aware of what y'all's goals are so that we can help you guys get there too.
And I'd love to add one more thing too. In light of that, do what Kristen just said, but I want you to add one thing to that. I'm going to encourage you guys to, when you get off this call, like before you do anything else, even if you take 30 seconds, I want you to think really hard about what's an amount. Like if you got a paycheck and it showed up in your mailbox and you got this, or direct deposit, go with me on the analogy, but if you got a paycheck that got you super excited, like what would be, because everyone would of course love to make some extra money or pay for their own product or whatever. But if you can really take it a step further and go, what is an amount that would actually get me really excited? Or maybe also write down what's an amount, like if you're married, maybe like what's an amount that would maybe get my husband really excited, because I think that is going to be something too, because then that's also going to help you focus. When you know exactly where you want to go, it's going to help you achieve that goal even better. So.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, I think that's awesome, like really good practical stuff that we can work on and rally behind Virginia and you guys as you guys push for the next goals. This is going to be an awesome month. I mean, we're only halfway through. We still have the rest of March left. So let's march on.
I love it. Thank you all for getting on.